gentlemen, presenting to you the absolutely amazing, supremely talented cast of Prime Original Series Breathe, R. Madhavan, Amit Sadh, Sapna Pabi, and Atharva. Now to join you wonderful people on stage, I'm going to request the presence of Vijay, Vikram, and Mayank, please. Son, Mr. R. Madhavan, as Kabir, the brilliant but unconventional officer of the crime branch, Amit Sadh, Rhea Ganguly, played by Sapna Pabi, an independent woman who's caught between an alcoholic husband, Kabir, and a very painful past. Amit Sadh, this is not reality. The delightful Atharva Vishwakarma as Josh Mascarenas, the character around which this
Thank you very much. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. साल में एक या 2 साल में एक बार आपसे मुलाकात होती है तो माफ़ी चाहता हूँ. लेकिन the reason I take that much time is because I need to get really excited about what I'm doing. And Breathe was by far one of the most exciting projects that I've ever heard or done. And to be honest with you, I think I have to tell you how it started. I was in the US. And my team called me and said, Mr. Vikram Malhotra is going to talk to you about a web series at that time. Sorry, it was called that. And then I said, no, why web series? And then, but I knew Vikram. Vikram and I worked closely during Tanu Manu. And I know the kind of movies that he's made. So I knew that this is going to be a very unique thing if Vikram is telling me about it. So I heard him over the phone. And I was blown. I was all going to say no. I'm saying that I had a lot of films to finish last year. But once I heard the script, I was blown because the shooting of this one was coinciding exactly with the shooting dates of my Tamil film Vikram Veda, which is why the look is the same. But when I came back and I heard the story from Mayank, all I can tell you is, in all humility and honesty, that this is the best piece of work that I've ever done in my career so far. Wow. Really is.
Wow. The same question applies to Sapna and Amit. Please share with us what Breathe means to you. I remember having a chat with you, Amit, and you told us the kind of depths you went into embracing this alcoholic character. And you said that this guy knows no boundaries.
It's a lie.
It's a lie?
Yeah, it's all a lie.
Yeah, you're just a fabulous actor, aren't you?
What does breathing means to you?
It means not having to use my inhaler. I'm a mathematics, so yes.
For me, right now, first of all, hello everyone. Good to see all of you. For now, Breathe is everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And Sapna, for you?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
To me, Breathe, almost similar to Maddie, I think it's a game changer. Even when I read the script and I got to know that I'm going to be playing a character that's quite elder to me in real life, I was a little taken back. But the script was so phenomenal, and I felt like it's something that it's required. I think it's required in Indian entertainment today, and I'm so glad that I'm a part of it. So thank you, Mike and Amazon.
Well, congratulations.
And also, Sapna forgot to tell that she worked for about almost a year and a half working on the accent. And I think we really appreciate it. She really pulled it up.
Yeah, because for all those of you who don't know, it's live sound. We haven't dubbed anything in Breathe. So that's a big few when actors have to do live sound in today's era. So yeah, well done, Sapna.
Well done, Sapna.
Shukriya.
Oh, lovely. All right, we've got Atharva. Atharva, you have been phenomenal, right? Everybody knows that. Do you agree? Do you agree? Yeah. Josh. Okay, so what was it like playing the son to R. Madhavan? कैसा लगा आपको?
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था जब टेक नहीं चल रहा होता है तो ये हमेशा मेरे साथ खेलते थे.
अथर्वा, एक और चीज़ है जो आप मुझे पहले बता रहे थे. आपको ऑडिशन के बारे में कैसा पता चला? कैसे पता चला?
पापा के मोबाइल पे मैसेज आया था.
और फिर आपने क्या किया?
उसके बाद उन्होंने बोला था कि इतने सारे ऑडिशंस हैं तो आज देने जाना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, और फिर आप इंदौर से बॉम्बे कैसे आए?
उसके बाद हमने स्लीपर बस ली थी, उससे आए थे.
और जब आपको पता चला कि ये जो ब्रीद है Amazon प्राइम ओरिजिनल, इसमें आप फाइनल हो चुके हो और आप आर माधवन के बेटे का किरदार प्ले करने वाले हो, तो आपको उस पहले दिन क्या लगा?
मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि मैं बहुत बड़ा एक्टर बन जाऊंगा और बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था मुझे.
और एक और चीज़ थी जो आपने कहा था, आपको लगा था कि आपने एक और चीज़ कही थी, फाड़ देंगे, कुछ ऐसा कहा था.
बोलो
हाँ, प्लीज एक बार फिर से बताना हमको.
कि मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था.
ओए, now see, this is called being politically correct, ladies and gentlemen. He's already gotten into the right space.
But I've worked with many co-stars. I've worked with some brilliant actors in my life, some legends. But it will not be too far out to say that this little kid over here has been one of the most spectacular co-stars I've ever had. And surely in terms of the craft, not as a person, not as a child or how comfortable or how dedicated he is, he's frighteningly talented. Every time I had to do a scene with him, I think Mayank will agree, whatever improvisation that I did, and remember it's live sound, so whatever improvisation that I did, he was so quick on the uptake with his reactions, with his emotions, also pitching in with the words on his own, that it started frightening me in between. I'm like, "Arey, acha, I'm taking this guy very lightly." यही मेरा फाड़ देगा basically, like that. What you said, right?
Yeah, so literally, I was talking to him there, and he's like, आपको कैसा लगा? मुझे लगा मैं फाड़ दूंगा. I was like, wow, okay.
But when you see him, you'll know what I mean. Really spectacular talent. तो बहुत बड़ा actor बनेगा बेटा. Seriously.
And अमित सर कह रहे थे कि second season में आप सबको acting सिखाने वाले हो. Is
We'll
that
take
true?
the workshops. Yeah.
All right. Sapna, tell us a little about Riya and how close to home is it as a character? Is it close to home?
Ria's actually not close to home. As I mentioned earlier, she's a much elder character. She's a wife. She's a mother, and it's definitely not something I am right now. So not so familiar, but at the same time, she was also familiar in the ways that she's a modern woman. You know, she's a metropolitan Indian girl. I think the growing trend right now, and she's caught between her husband and the awful memory of death of her daughter, and she's trying to get through that. And I think that women today, especially in India, we're trying to take on a lot of roles right now, and I think it's quite empowering. So I think Ria's quite an empowering character for women. Yeah.
I think before we close this Q&A, Maddie, do you have anything else to add? Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to tell you that this is all about how it is lovely working with each other and everything, but in terms of the story, it was very, very unique. All I'd like to say is that some stories render themselves to a short format where you can see it on a television series for about half an hour. Yet others have to be good enough for a film content to be seen only on the screen in the theaters on a Friday morning. And there are yet other content which have so much of work and story to be told and twists and turns that they render themselves wonderfully to a long format. And I think for every director, producer, and actor, the key is to know which category the subject that's being narrated to you falls in. Which with this story, you know, as a story you might have realized, they say the heaviest coffin is that of a child. And this is the story of a guy who, you know, whose child is in danger of not going to be with him for a while, and just going to be, whose life is under threat. What would you really do if, and you know, that is the best part of the story, is we've kept it completely real. There are no superhuman people in this. story. Mayank has gone, and the entire team has taken great efforts to keep it as real as possible. So what would really happen if somebody really close to you, especially a child, you know, is under threat, or there is a threat to his life, and you know that by doing certain things you can save him, irrespective of whether it's on the right side of law or not. Big predicament, and a story that has been so beautifully woven that I will go out on a limb and say that the 7th and 8th episode of this particular web series is by far the best season finale that I've ever seen amongst any web series. And then the quality that Amazon has gone put us into, you know, through the, in terms of it. I think, when did we finish shooting? December last year? No, April this year. And it's taken us 8 months of post-production, and therefore the quality. So I think you can look forward to a really, really special product. That's all I wanted to say.